Happy Cretu.
Good evening. I'm going to talk tonight about something that impacts everyone. Somehow it doesn't impact me because I have a company car and I don't pay for the petrol. But I think people are impacted about petroleum and oil. And I'm going to ask you a question. When I'm talking about petroleum, what country do you think of? Saudi Arabia.
United States.
United States.
Venezuela.
Venezuela, you're right.
Russia.
Do you know which was the first country in the world to drill for oil and use it commercially?
Romania.
Yeah, it was the United States. The second country was Romania. It's true, Romania was the second country. Petroleum, as I said here, it's a naturally occurring fluid that comes from under the crust of the earth. Generally and mostly is recovered by oil drilling. As you see in this picture, it may be familiar for you. Also, it's refined and separated into a large number of products, from gas or petrol to even to drugs, pharmaceutical. And I said here that maybe you heard about barrels or oil barrels. In Romania it is baril. It's about 159 liters. If we go on this timeline, the world's first well was drilled in Baku in Azerbaijan, which is a very oil-rich country in the world, but it was drilled in a very ancient way. The Americans were the first to discover the oil in the US in 1859. And now a few facts about the oil industry in Romania. I remember when I was a kid that some friends of mine were having their parents traveling to the Middle East, and they came back home with lots of money. And why? Because the oil industry has a really long history in Romania. The first world's refinery was opened in Ploiești in 1857. Bucuresti was the first city illuminated by kerosene in 1857 as well. Romania was the first country in the world to record to export gas in 1900, and the first country in the world as well to have a petroleum production officially recorded in registries. Okay, that was happening in 1938, and the production was 275 tons. You may think, why do I talk about this? Well, I'm interested in geopolitics, and that's because I'm a bit old. When I was younger, I wasn't thinking about history or geopolitics or anything like that. But recently I got interested in that. And well, let's tell the guys in Toastmasters that some of them drive the cars. Where does the petrol come from? And why is it so expensive lately? As you can see, the Middle East leads the world production with thousands of barrels, 28,000 barrels per day in 2013. Followed by Eurasia and North America, almost a tie here. Africa, Asia Pacific, and South America is also on the chart. So I'll go to the countries in the world that produce the world. Saudi Arabia is the biggest one in the Middle East. In Eurasia, there is the Russian Federation, Russia, the big energy generator. There is Romania as well here, as you can see. Very small number, but hey, we're on the list. South America, as you can see, Argentina, Venezuela. North America, of course, the US, the leaders. What happened lately? If you look at this graph here, you can see that the price for a barrel went in 2008 up to $132, and recently it started to drop. Very sharply, very abruptly. You may have heard it on the news. Let's see what does it mean for us. And why do these prices fall? Well, Asia is the world's biggest consumer of energy. The thing is that the things in Asia don't work as they used to be. They slow down. China and India, they slow down. Not as fast as they used to be. The United States increased their production from 8.5 million barrels per day to an estimated 9 million barrels per day. Lebanon as well increased their production. Saudi Arabia, Nigeria, and Iraq have all increased their production in recent months. And the OPEC production is at its highest in 2 years. I'll tell you later who OPEC is. Put it into perspective, we have no growth in demand for 2014. So this is a market economy. There's supply and demand. Apparently, we have a lot of supply and not so much demand. And OPEC was a group of countries led by Saudi Arabia, sort of a cartel. They tried to impose the prices, and what they did, when the prices went down, they stopped the production. But what happens? They don't stop it anymore. The thing is that OPEC doesn't want to slow down with the production because they want to sell. They need the money. That's the thing. And the price goes down, but on the other hand, we're not seeing that at the prompt price. Why? You see, this is the oil price, and these are the taxes. When you go and pay 6 lei for a liter, you pay half of it go to the government in taxes. This could be a good thing, because that means hospitals, maybe pilots. Not really. And another thing that affects us directly is the price of air travel. You can see here a ticket costs 10 plus and $20 in airfare, and 60 euros in prices, in surcharges. But why the prices don't go down? Because the airlines have no compelling reason to offer any reductions. Planes are always full. People are traveling a lot, mainly in the States. Investors want the money back. The new planes are on order, and basically, because they can. It does influence us, but this is why, because they can. Back to Romania. And I'll be quick. We're doing well. And I think this shows that we're not very dependent on the energy in Europe. As you can see here, energy dependence of Romania is quite good in comparison with other countries. Which means that we're in a good position, and I want to leave you with the thing that Romania may seem a bad or a poor country, but in terms of energy dependency, we're doing well. Mr. Toastmaster.